Hey there, boils and ghouls. I'm Mr. Macabre, and welcome back to my movie library. Yep, we have. I went out and I bought some stuff. I know I'm just a capitalist pig swine. I know, but what can I tell you? That's the thing. Usually around the holidays, that's where a lot of the times you get the best deals, and I couldn't help it. I ran into went into my record store, checked one of my local bookstores, other places, and I just ended up finding so much great stuff and at such great prices. And it was just like, I couldn't help it, you know. And that's the worst part, though, too, is like around the holidays, especially around Christmas time, you got friends and family, everybody tell you, stop buying shit, okay? If you keep buying stuff, I can't figure out what to get you for Christmas. But luckily for me, I'm the kind of person that there's always something I want. I can always figure out something that I'd like to have. And so it's not hard for me to give people ideas of what I would like to have for Christmas or anything like that. Christmas, birthdays, whatever. I've always got something up my sleeve that I want. So anyway, yeah, I went in and boy, I struck gold and just wanted to show you guys this stuff. And mostly it's Blu-rays and 4Ks. And I did get one CD collection. We'll go ahead. I've already rambled on for about almost 90 seconds, so let's go ahead and get into it. First thing I got, I'll show you the CD set that I got, and that is called Where There's Smoke. Cheech and Chong collection. It's a 2 CD set, and basically it's kind of like a greatest hits of Cheech and Chong. A lot of their comedy skits that they've done on their albums, some of their songs, songs like Earache My Eye, I think that's a song, but like, Up in Smoke, the song Up in Smoke, Born in East LA, stuff like that. So a lot of their great, comedy bits too. Sister Mary Elephant, Dave, Blind Melon Chitlin. I love Cheech and Chong. I got the majority of all their albums, I think, on vinyl. I think the one that I'm missing is the Wedding album, but I got the rest of them. I believe I have all the rest of them. And I saw this, and for the price it was going for, I just could not pass it up. And that's the thing. I am a sucker for CDs, mostly because I love to get CDs. I think I've said this before. I love to get CDs, rip them onto my laptop, and then turn around and download them onto my phone and my tablet. So that way I always have them. I can always listen to them and everything else. But anyway, so yeah, just pick this up. Got it for a really good price. Cheech and Chong, you can never go wrong with Cheech and Chong. So here we go. Where there's smoke, there. Oh, okay. Where there's smoke, there's Cheech and Chong. Okay, doesn't say that on there. Anyway. So there we go. So Cheech and Chong, there we go. Got a couple of the Warner. I know. Okay, I promise. I'm not one of these people like, oh dear Lord, oh, Netflix is going to buy Warner Brothers. I gotta go out and get everything I could get my hands on. I'm not doing that. But these were ones I've been wanting to get on Blu-ray for a very long time, and just found them for a good cheap price. And I was just like, you know what? Now's the time. If I'm going to do it, I need to do it now. So I picked up, these two are Warner Archives. I got a couple of other Warners here, but I'll show those in a minute. I got The Witches, the original, not the bad, Robert Zemeckis remake with Anne Hathaway. And this is the original one with Angelica Houston. That's her there. The great special effects, or the great creature effects by, Jim Henson's Creature Shop. Does it say on there? Ooh, Jim Henson production, directed by Nicholas Roeg. Great movie. Really good adaptation of the book. I will say about the biggest change that I noticed was that the book has a little bit more of a bleaker ending than the movie does. The movie kind of has more of like I guess it depends on the way you look at it, but I think for a lot of people the movie has a much more uplifting, kind of more, more just kind of positive ending than the book did. But anyway, yeah, I watched this movie a lot. Watched this movie, not a lot, but I watched it a few times as a kid, and I liked it. It did scare me as a kid, it did scare me. For a kids movie, it is pretty creepy in moments. But yeah, but I saw this. I was like, I've been wanting to get this back and have this in my collection for a long time. I'm just wondering if now that I bought this, next thing you know, bada bing, bada boom, here comes the 4K. But I guess we'll jump off that bridge when we come to it. But right now, got The Witches on Blu-ray, so really nice to have that. And boy, oh boy, I've had this on DVD for the longest time, and I've been wanting to get this on Blu-ray, and it's just been in and out of print. It's been super expensive, really, really hard to get your hands on it. And I finally got it for $20. And just really, really happy to finally have it, upgrade to DVD or upgrade from DVD to Blu-ray. So get it in nice high definition. I got Twilight Zone, the movie. I always liked this movie. I know the tragic story about Vic Morrow here, and that is very heartbreaking. I hate that, the whole situation with that. But still, I've always loved this movie. I watched it bunches of times as a kid. 4 great directors: John Landis, Joe Dante, Steven Spielberg, George Miller. Amazing, amazing movie. I love it. And, like I said, I've had this on DVD for the longest time. So now finally get to have it in high definition. And, again, just kind of makes me wonder, is this going to be now like we're going to get this on 4K? But I don't know. I guess time will tell. Anyway, so nice to finally have it in my collection. This here might seem a little bit controversial because there are bigger and kind of more extravagant releases of this movie. I just went with this. It's a much more standard, kind of, more affordable working class man's 4K of this. I got the Beastmaster. This is the Scream Factory. Okay, this is the Scream Factory 4K. I haven't had a chance to check it out yet. As you can see, it's still sealed here. Everything. I know. I'm more than willing to bet you if you've already got the. I'm willing to bet you if you got the Vinegar Syndrome 4K or the Imprint's got a 4K of this coming out in the big box collector's edition and stuff. I'm pretty sure if you got that, you're not going to need this. 3-disc sets. The 4K is the theatrical cut. The disc 2 is the Blu-ray theatrical cut. Disc 3 Blu-ray special visual effects cut. Tons and tons of bonus features. Like I said, I'm willing to bet you that. All of this is probably on those other editions. But this here, I've been wanting to get this movie. I did, I never got around to getting the Vinegar Syndrome cut. They had the big box set of that one that was like way too expensive. And the one from Imprint or Viavision that's getting ready to come out is even more expensive. So this year I just went for this. And, I do like this movie. I watched it quite a few times as a kid. I admit I haven't seen it in years. I'd like to watch it again. Co-written and directed by Don Coscarelli, the genius behind the Phantasm franchise and Bubba Hotep. I've really been wanting to get around to picking this up and watching it and stuff. So I'm willing to bet, though, too, I'm sure that if you got the Vinegar Syndrome, you definitely don't need this. But I'm willing to bet you probably the 4K transfer on here is, very much probably going to be the exact same thing as the Vinegar Syndrome 4K, and probably the same transfer used on the Viavision Imprint 4K that's coming out. So but this here, it was $27.99, so under $30. Kind of my sweet spot when it comes to 4Ks. Usually I prefer like $30 or less. So. But anyway, really glad to finally have it. And, even though it may not be the most extravagant edition, I got the movie. I got the tons of bonus features on there. So, I think I can learn to live with this. So, there we go. We got that. This is kind of 2 of them. So, okay, more Warner Brothers I got here. I got the Looney Tunes Platinum Collection Volume 1 and Volume 2. I already have volume 3. You know, just I have the Looney Tunes like 6 volume DVD set, but I've been really wanting to upgrade these to Blu-ray high definition, and I'm still probably gonna have to hold on to the DVDs for a little while yet, because I don't think that, you know, even though I got these 3 volumes and I've got every like Warner Archives edition that that they put out on Looney Tunes, I'm still not entirely sure if I've got them all yet. I got to go through and check them all, but still, I've been really wanting to get these on Blu-ray for a very long time. And, you know, these just came along. The prices were great. One of these was only 15. The other one I think was just 20. So, you know, and consider this one. I've gone into like my local bookstore. I've seen this sucker go for $80. And this might have been the one that was like 20. But, yeah, so I got this, and, you know, but yeah, just I've really wanted. I love Looney Tunes, easily my favorite cartoons of all time. And, you know, I really want these in beautiful high definition. And so, you know, so pretty much every time like Warner Archives puts out like a new Looney Tunes collection, I buy them. And I just really wanted these so I can have, you know, maybe if not all of them, I at least get the best ones on Blu-ray high definition. So happy about that. Yeah, nice. So got those. And one more Blu-ray from Warner Brothers. Yeah, this is Warner Brothers. We have added this to my Alfred Hitchcock collection. I've got Strangers on a Train. A good Hitchcock movie. Not my favorite, but still a really good one. Let's see here. Farley Granger, Robert Walker, Ruth Roman, Raymond Chandler wrote the screenplay. Really nice. Let's see here. Bonus features. Final release with commentary. Preview version, making of documentary, Stranger on a Train, Hitchcock classic, 3 featurettes, and more. So, yeah. That's kind of the thing, you know. I mean, I know that there are a lot of Hitchcock movies are on 4K. I mentioned this in a video a while back that, you know, I know that they just put out like a box set with all, you know, well, not all of them, but they got like 15 of his biggest movies on 4K. I do have Psycho on 4K because you guys remember I showed the Arrow box set of the Psycho collection. I have that, so I do have Psycho on 4K. But that's kind of the thing, because on Blu-ray I got the big House of Hitchcock box set, and I'm just kind of not really sure if I want to part with that one. Plus, too, I got, you know, a number of like collections of his. I got like the Warner's Archive, like four movie collection that has like Dial M for Murder and The Wrong Man and I Confess and stuff. And I got the other one. I think that's a 20th Century Fox. That one's got like Notorious and Rebecca and Spellbound. So, yeah, kind of, I guess in a way, just kind of keeping it uniform. Just kind of sticking with Blu-ray for the Hitchcock movies. I know that's probably blasphemy to a lot of Hitchcock fans, but I don't know. But anyway, so yeah, this one got it for a really good bang-up price. And I was just like, you know, I've really been wanting to add this to my collection for a while. Who knows, you know, Warner Brothers now with what's going on, who knows how long it's ever going to take before we ever get a damn 4K of this anyway. So, but yeah, you know, really, still a really good Hitchcock movie on Blu-ray, so got that. Okay, this one here is a little tricky. This one I got, it was dirt cheap, and there was kind of a reason why. It's kind of a pathetic reason, but a reason nonetheless why I went ahead and got this. I got the, this is from VCI, MVD Visual. Yeah, this is the Blu-ray of Santa Claus, the K. Gordon Murray. Is that it? K. Gordon Murray? Yeah, I believe it's K. Gordon Murray. Yeah, K. Gordon Murray. Anyway, yeah, I picked this up. To be honest with, this is not a good movie. To be honest with you, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to disrespect any fans out there of this movie. It's not, to me, it's not a particularly good movie. It's a really kind of weird movie about Santa Claus fighting the devil. As a matter of fact, there's the devil right there. And you got Merlin, the wizard there. You got the little girl. Oh, no, Lupita, do not take the dolly. But, yeah, this is, I know this from the Mystery Science Theater episode. I am interested in checking out the bonus features on here. There's, commentary, making of featurette, Howdy Doody Christmas special, all that kind of stuff. So some short films on here. So I am interested in checking it out. But to be perfectly honest with you, the biggest reason I bought this, one, because it was dirt cheap, and two, I could take my Riff Tracks Live DVD of this movie and pop it in there. So have it in the case. Because I had this DVD for a long time, didn't have a case, and I'm surprised it's still in good a condition as it is, and it plays as well as it does. So I just figured, yeah. And that's the thing. These Riff Tracks DVDs are damn near out of print. They're really hard to get. So I just figured, I'll go ahead, since this is cheap enough, I'll just go ahead and pick this up on Blu-ray, and I'll just pop the DVD in there, just make a combo out of it. So there you go. So yeah, so I got this for a really good, dirt cheap price. So Santa Claus, like I said, I am interested. The commentary I think would be interesting to check out on it. But yeah, still Santa Claus on Blu-ray. So the Riff Tracks version is hilarious. If you ever get a chance to watch the Mystery Science Theater episode of it, it's really, really funny. So, okay, I got this here. Finally getting around to pick this up. I have seasons 1 and 2. Finally got around to picking up season 3. So now I have the entire series on Blu-ray. I've got Night Gallery season 3. Really, really happy. I'm surprised I even got this with a slipcover. Yeah, really good affordable price. And I was like, you know what? Him and Han been meaning to get around to it. I need to get, season 3, so that way I have the entire collection on Blu-ray. I know that Imprint is coming out with a box set, but no, I'm sorry. I love Imprint, and I love Viavision, and I love the work they do on their releases and stuff. It's good quality, no denying that. It's just, unfortunately, the prices sometimes. And this here, you're getting the exact same thing. Sure, it's just standard. It's, not really super fantastic packaging, but you know what? Standard is not a bad way to go. I love my collector's editions as much as anybody, but, sometimes, standard is perfectly fine. Nothing wrong with a good standard release. So, there you go. So, yeah. Picked up Night Gallery Season 3. And, yeah. So, now I have all 3 seasons, the complete series on Blu-ray. Very happy about that. Got, I see Vincent Price there. I think that's Sally Field. And that actress there, I'm not sure. She very much looks familiar, but right offhand, I can't place who that is. But anyway, so yeah, season 3, the final season of Night Gallery. So now I got both Rod Serling's series on Blu-ray. I got Twilight Zone right over there, and I got Night Gallery. So happy about that. I wasn't really planning on picking this up, but you know what? I went ahead and did, because the price was so good. Right now, you can get some really good stuff online with Scream Factory editions and whatnot. And I just decided, what the hell? I'll go ahead and get it. Get it on 4K. Why not? I have this on Blu-ray. I'll go ahead and show you. It's Silent Night, Deadly Night. Finally got around to getting this on 4K. Even though I would have preferred that the unrated version be the 4K version. But anyway, it is what it is, as they say. But it does make up for it, because you get a lot of good bonus features and some new stuff, a lot of new stuff on here. So yeah, feel like it's worth it. And then too, got the remake coming out already. The remake's coming out on 4K and Blu-ray in February. So yeah, I went in and put in a pre-order for that. I like to get my hands on that. I like to see that one. So that's the thing. I do have this on Blu-ray. I have it, the Anchor Bay Blu-ray double pack. It was this one, and the other one was the remake, the first remake, just called Silent Night, the one with Jamie King and Malcolm McDowell. Good remake. I like that movie. I really do. But I just saw this, like, man, with all the new bonus features and everything else on it, and why not? I know that Imprint has that huge box set that's going to, I think it's like over $150 coming out. But that one, you get this. You get Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 2, which I've already got that. You get the VHS, all that kind of stuff. I was like, that's really beautiful, very nice, but damn, that thing's big. It's expensive. It's going to take up a huge amount of space. I think I can live with just the standard edition of that. So I haven't checked it yet. I just got this in, but so yeah, I haven't even opened this yet. So I can't tell you. My friend Rob from VHS 82 Apostrophe, he got his hands on it, and he said that the 4K transfer is beautiful. So yeah, I am definitely looking forward to checking this out and seeing how good it looks. So he said it looks great. So yeah, so really, really happy. So yeah, got to have this. I do have until the remake comes around, get my hands on that. I have pretty much all the movies in the Silent Night, Deadly Night franchise. I got this one. I got part 2, the Scream Factory Blu-ray. I have that 3-disc set from Vestron. So got the remake, the first remake, and so yeah. So I'm doing pretty good on the Silent Night, Deadly Night franchise. So, and yeah, can't wait till get the remake here in February. So 2 more to go. This one here, well, this one you guys remember I was saying I was gonna try to see if I could get this on 4K in the Severance sale. And honestly, I came across it. This was such a good price, and honestly, I can live with this on Blu-ray. And and this is not a movie I really, anticipate watching a ton of times. So I figured I could live with it on Blu-ray, and that is She Killed in Ecstasy. I already have Vampiros Lesbos, and like I said, my aim was to try to get this on 4K, but I think like I said, I don't really see this because Vampiros Lesbos is the same thing. I don't watch it all the time, and I think I could just live with it on Blu-ray, and I think I could do the same thing with this one. So, yeah. And also to get it for a much more affordable price, and still get the really nice, beautiful slipcover and everything on there. So yeah, I'm probably going to regret not getting the 4K, but I'll have to just live with it. So. And last but not least, finally getting around to picking this one up. I'm really happy about it. I've had this on Blu-ray, but I had the Anchor Bay Blu-ray, which is bare bones, no bonus features. Nice to finally get an upgraded version of this. I've got The Lost, based on the late great Jack Ketchum's book, and A Modern Day Last House on the Left, kind of, sort of, but a really good movie. A very disturbing, intense movie. There's only one thing I'm kind of curious about. Oh, no, okay, now I remember. I was getting ready to say, it's like, where the hell was this scene in the movie? Then I remembered. Okay, it's the part where the guy Ray here goes in to kill, that's his girlfriend. That was his girlfriend, who is Shay Astor, who is, she was in, she played August on the show Third Rock from the Sun. And she was the little girl in Ernest Scared Stupid. So, yeah, she tries to climb. I was trying to remember where that came from. Oh, she tries to climb out the window because he goes in and to kidnap her. He ends up killing her parents and everything else. You got Misty Monday, who, Misty Monday, Robin Sidney. Oh, my God. That's one thing about this movie. And you got Katie Cassidy in here, too. Yeah, that's one thing I will say about this movie is no shortage of lovely, gorgeous women in this movie. Like, every woman in this movie is a stunner. But, yeah, just a really good, disturbing movie. And that's another thing, too, is, like, look at all these bonus features here. Like I said, I've had the Anchor Bay Blu-ray for the longest time, which had no bonus features on it. It was just bare bones. This one here, new 2K remaster from a 4K scan of the original camera negative. Which means I bought this, which means probably before we'll get the 4K coming out. Audio commentary by director Chris Severson and producer Lucky McKee. Archival commentary with Jack Ketchum, moderated by writer Monica O'Rourke. Interviews with cast members Mark Center, Robin Sidney, and Shay Astor. Audition tapes, outtakes, storyboard sequence, original Jack and Jill short film by Chris Severson. So, but anyway, so yeah, really good, disturbing horror movie. Good adaptation of Jack Ketchum's book. Yeah, this came out right around the same time as The Girl Next Door. I'd like to see even though that's probably a movie I don't think I would really watch. I've seen the movie, The Girl Next Door. Very intense movie. Don't think I'd watch it too often, but wouldn't mind getting a nice edition of it with some good bonus features on it. But yeah, I am a fan of Jack Ketchum. I'm a fan of his books and everything else. He wrote some really good stories, and anyway, so yeah, just really nice to finally, for a good price, nice to be able to upgrade this movie, and still. You got some other really good actors. Dee Wallace has a small bit in this movie. Let's see here. Who else was in here? Ed Lauder. The late Ed Lauder from Cujo and many movies. Michael Bowen from Kill Bill and Jackie Brown. Night of the Comet. So. So anyway, so really happy with my pickups and everything else. Just, so much good stuff. Got for a really good deal. So yeah, so we got The Lost, Vampiros Lesbos. Even if it is Blu-ray, there are worse crimes in the world than having to live with this on Blu-ray. Got Silent Night, Deadly Night on 4K though. Night Gallery Season 3. Santa Claus, Alfred Hitchcock's Strangers on a Train, Looney Tunes Platinum Collection, Volume 1 and 2, Beastmaster, even if it is just the Scream Factory 4K, still better than, better than not having it at all, so. Twilight Zone, the movie, finally on Blu-ray. And The Witches. Oh, I almost forgot. Cheech and Chong, where there's smoke, there's Cheech and Chong. So that's it. So if anybody took the time to watch all this, I thank you for doing it. I appreciate you for doing it. I honestly hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, would you please leave it a like? And if you haven't already, go and subscribe. Comment on below if you got anything you want me to talk about on here. If I showed something else, you want me to make a video about it or whatever. If you haven't already, go and subscribe. And that's it. Take care, everybody. Make sure you love your movie library and it'll love you back. And there you go. Have a good night, everybody. See you later.